evening to you. Andrew Swain in commentary, and I'm joined by Olympic gold medalist Alicia Lucas and Wallaroo Kiri Barker. Kiri, what an occasion for this.
Swainey, a monumental occasion. Remembrance of those who defended our country, as we see the teams walking out of the beautiful Sunshine Coast Stadium. You can see the vision of the supporters on the hill in the background. What a night.
It certainly is packed here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. And for this momentous occasion, the very first ANZAC test between the Wallaroos and the Black Ferns. Let's head down to the field of play for the ANZAC ceremony.
Please stand if you are able and remove your hats as we honour those who have served and those who continue to serve our nations. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for the mounting of the catafalque, and please remain standing for the remainder of the ceremony. The catafalque will now be mounted by 2 Wing Australian Air Force cadets. The Ode of Remembrance will be recited by Sergeant Yolanda Forsyth of the Australian Defence Force. The last post will be sounded by Miss Tess Banner, followed by a moment's silence and the rouse.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.
Please stand if you are able for the national anthem of New Zealand to be performed by Emma Tomlinson, followed by Advance Australia Fair performed by Tigist Strode.
An amazing tribute and commemoration on this very special day to all the women and men who have served and continue to serve. We thank you. And Kiri Barker, Wallaroo number 151, you have faced the Haka. We're about to see it. Describe this moment.
Well, you know, to add to the emotion that we just saw from both those teams, it really is just another layer, and I think there'll be even more significance in what you're about to see, because they're doing it for themselves and they're doing it in such a significant day of remembrance. So it's one thing just to face a Haka, but today of all days, it's really going to be something else.
Black Ferns lying up for Uhiamai. The Wallaroos in formation. It's a stare-off. The Wallaroos staring down the Black Ferns after that stirring rendition, that stirring Haka, Kiri.
Yeah, that's right. It's a kia ora tēnā koutou to our viewers from across the ditch who are watching tonight. And what a way to get us started, Swaney.
Yeah, it certainly is. A certain intensity in the Black Ferns performance of the Haka on what is this very special occasion, this ANZAC Test match. A new tradition, bathed in history, as the sides warm up after quite a long ceremony to start the evening. And we'll take a look, Kiri, at the Black Ferns team first. And it is such a strong outfit from 1 to 23.
Certainly is. The Black Ferns come in tonight in red hot form, and it starts with the front three. Chris Villicott starts in at number 1 alongside Georgia Ponsonby in at 2. On debut, Mo'oanga Palu in at 3. Consistency in the halves pairing. Maya Joseph starts in at 9 alongside co-captain Ruahei Demant.
And on the bench, well, the experience of Matarangi Paul. She is the comp's top try scorer, so she will make an impact late, no doubt. And that is the Black Ferns. As we take a look at the Wallaroos, Alicia Lucas is sidelined for us. Alicia, take us through the Wallaroos side.
Yeah, interim coach Sam Needs is stuck with the same front three as their game against USA, and it is the most capped Wallaroo of all time, Michaela Leonard, up with new lock partner in Tiana Mins. Leanie will drop back to the back row, and then it is Maleka who will get her first start at 10 for the Wallaroos, and the youngster Waiaria Elias who will round us out at fullback.
And on the bench, there is a little bit of a mixture of youth and experience. Piper Duck will make an impact late. She was so good last week against the USA. We're almost set for kickoff here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. Aurélie Groselot from France, our referee this evening in this, the final match of the Pac-4 series. Ooh, and the lights dim. Bit of mood here at Sunshine Coast Stadium for the countdown. A new tradition begins. This trans-Tasman rivalry, storied and in action on the Sunshine Coast now, as Demant sends one right down the middle of the park, and it is Ellis, just in her third test match, will take the meters, the little pocket rocket. And Maiden with the head strapping this evening, gives it to Maleka, who sends it downfield. Holmes waiting at the back, and she loves to counter-attack and finds Letty Inga out on the wing. Aisha Letty Inga, she loves to play against the Wallaroos. Scored so many tries against the Aussies. Demant wants it, she's demanding it, in fact. And Ponsonby in the midfield gets the offload away, and the hands are brilliant there. They get quick ball, Bayfield around the corner now. Wide ball out to McGregor on the far wing. Just loses her footing. It's slippery here. It's been raining on the Sunshine Coast on and off all day. Olsen Baker now, who has been so busy. Demant really working things. Palu with her first touch on debut this evening. Here's Brunt. Sylvia Brunt. Her first touch as well. Ruse. Palu out the back to Demant. Long wide ball. It's a bounce pass out to McGregor. Ellis and Miller are there to slow her down. She does well to shake the tackles though. Joseph goes quickly to the right, but it's well read there by Miller and Ellis in tandem. Olsen Baker putting her shoulders through the line, gets up and goes again. Wallaroos under big pressure here. Ruse juggles it, but takes it 5 out.
Stay back, stay back.
Palu calling for it. It goes to Villicott. Pick and go from Ponsonby. Black Ferns in range here. Another big carry here from Palu. The Wallaroos putting their body on the line. It's close.
Advantage offside.
Penalty advantage. Another pick and go. Mikaela Tu'u with a carry. Joseph has a snipe. And she's held up. It will come back for the first whistle. Oh, breathless first 3 minutes, Kiri.
Well, it's good things from the Black Ferns to start just playing with complete control.
On the line, please. On the line.
The Wallaroos with the offside penalty.
As this one goes into touch, Alicia Lucas. That was just intense from the Black Ferns to start this game.
Yeah, I understand.
Intense it was, Swaney. Wow, the onslaught, the pick and drive, really low body height from all of the Black Ferns. But the Wallaroos have held up. Their defensive line has been strong so far, and they've got to keep them out again here. Intense pressure cooker stuff in this moment. This game has been everything. The ceremony at the start was incredible, and the footy has followed has been exceptional.
Go to the front of the line out, set up this maul. Palu in control at the back's going to pass it back to Ponsonby, ready to pounce. Now they send it wide. Brunt, and it opens up there for Duplessis. Clinical from the Black Ferns to start this game.
Well, it's a dream start for the match tonight, Duplessis. In that outside centre position. It was a valiant effort from the Wallaroos and the maul defence. The Black Ferns, their recycle rate out of the ruck is just too fast. We saw earlier, discipline the fault in the offside, and that's because they're just not getting back onside fast enough. That ball is coming out thick and fast, and 5 points to start the night.
Yeah, it was Duplessis. They drew Fredericks in, and it opened right up for Amy Duplessis. And Holmes adds the extras. 7 points to 0, 5 minutes gone.
You can see the indecision that the Black Ferns created for the Wallaroos defence there. Desiree Miller getting herself caught in two minds, not knowing where to shift to, and the gap opens wide up for Duplessis. The combination between her and Brunt is deadly, and so they need to really shut them down early, and if they're going to score, they're going to have to score out wide.
Amy Duplessis, her 9th test try for the Black Ferns. And they've brought fire, have the Black Ferns in the opening stages of this game. Roos with the carry, and straight away they want to play on quickly, and it's sent downfield. This is going to roll into the end goal. Moleka is back there, and it'll be a goal line dropout, but the Black Ferns are just so intent on sending the Wallaroos back down the field.
I think we'll see a lot of this tonight. The feedback from the first two matches from the Black Ferns, that defence has been impeccable. What we're seeing is they're keeping it in place, sending it deep, pushing up, applying that pressure, trying to win possession back. And I think this is a net gain for the Black Ferns.
On five.
Moleka drills it low. It's a bit of a bouncy one there for McGregor, and running it back, Mikaela Tu'u. It spreads out the side, it's a turnover, and Wood comes up with it. So the Wallaroos a chance here. What are they going to do? Kapani.
Outside.
Take it for a carry.
Yes.
It's outside the 22. And the Black Ferns putting pressure on. Wallaroos have to get rid of it. Mac Leonard, in her record-breaking game, has to scramble for the Wallaroos. It looks like Tanya Naden is very ginger in back play. She's just hobbling back to try and help Wood with the clearance kick. That one takes play up towards halfway. Here's Holmes. And then running it back is Damat, who just pulls the strings for the Black Ferns so well. does the co-captain. Palu on debut. Has had a couple of good involvements already. Demant already back there to send the ball wide to Roos. Duplessis, the try scorer, pops it down. It'll be 7 points to 0 to the Black Ferns. Wallaroos feed.
The Black Ferns playing upbeat, up-tempo. As we see here, just the error from Duplessis with the knock-on. They're just trying to expose those edges, those gaps that they're seeing out wide. And it's been a hectic few minutes to start. As we see head coach, the Black Ferns, Whitney Hansen.
What a half!
Really, Swaney, a new era for the Black Ferns under the leadership of Hansen and very healthy stocks. Whitney Hansen, the daughter of Sir Steve Hansen, All Blacks coach, one of the greats in international rugby. So Black Ferns begin a new cycle of a World Cup into 2029, obviously here at home in Australia, and certainly started well.
And they're not taking this test match lightly, even though they have never been defeated by the Wallaroos. You heard Whitney Hansen during the week speaking about how they haven't seen the best of the Wallaroos yet in 2026. So they know that Wallaroos will be fired up for this one.
Bind! Set!
And they get the free kick to the Wallaroos.
Ethan Chase, number 3, Black.
So a bit of indecision here, it looks like. They're going to take the tap. No indecision, just getting themselves set as Mins goes for a carry. This is probably the biggest Wallaroos pack we've seen in a very long time. As Ellis, she is so electric on her feet. There's not much of her, but gee, she is a hard to handle as Moleka puts a little ball in behind and sits up for Miller. And Miller has an open try line in front of her. Finds Fredericks on the outside. Back to Miller. Oh, the scramble from the Black Ferns is brilliant. And it shuts down what was a certain Wallaroos try. Demant scrambles the kick. It'll go into touch. That's brilliant play from the Wallaroos, but what about the scramble from the Black Ferns?
And this is exactly what the Wallaroos need in their attack. They need a bit of diversity to keep the Black Ferns second-guessing. They want to push hard on defence, and the little chip through just expose that space in the back corner. Friedrich's doing really well to back up there. Just that last pass not executing.
9.
So still Wallaroos ball. They go to Leonard and break out quickly through Bone. And Alusaka just loses it forward. So Wallaroos attack, it has been thwarted. It is the Black Ferns leading 7 points to 0.
Just control the pressure before the throw, okay?
Well, the Wallaroos that had the mental advantage with the short arm penalty and the scrum. Although their scrum this series has been under a lot of pressure, and that gave them the go forward, the quick tap straight down the field, the speed in Miller.
Shoulder out, shoulder out. Shoulder. Thank you.
So a Black Ferns scrum on their own line, pretty much.
Bind! Set!
And the set piece for the Wallaroos has been a real work on. So far standing pretty well though. Broken off the back by Olsen Baker. This is the power game that we know the Black Ferns have got.
Use it!
Making easy meters as Joseph clears that one off the base. Alicia Lucas sideline. You heard the crowd get behind the Wallaroos when they made that little break there, Quirky.
Oh, geez, you should have seen me jump out of my seat, Swaney. Holy, that was an excellent break from Desiree Miller. And like Kiri said, the variation in attack, exceptional. It's what the Wallaroos need to do, be unpredictable against this Black Fern side.
Moleka, another little chip ahead. This is going to be the play, and it almost sits up for Fredericks. She overran it, though, and Duplessis, her opposite number. Got her hands on the pill, and now the Black Ferns looking to exploit a broken defensive line. Wallaroos do well, though, to get back up. And Palu with another big carry. So powerful, the Black Ferns tight head. Brunt sends it wide to Duplessis. Maleka is back there. A little bit of indecision, just takes the contact, secures the ball. The captain, Alu Sakona. Number 8 tonight, Leany. Oh, and that is heavy on Sid Taylor. She does well to just wear it and survive the tackle and keep going. Now Leonard.
Use it!
Wood told to use it. Putting it in behind. Holmes underneath it, fields it to Demant, who has a better angle. But Maleka reads it well. Ellis looking to get on the outside. And she gets the ball away to Alu Sakona. But the skipper was just under a little bit of pressure there. Mins using a little bit of footwork, gets her shoulders through the contact. Oh, and straight onto the ball was Mika Eletu'u. Liana Mika Eletu'u. You can't give them any time, Kiri, because they will make you pay.
One of the forces in the back row for the Black Ferns, Michaela Tu'u. So strong over the ball. Possession will be key for the Wallaroos. Black Ferns will punish each and every opportunity that they can.
You're absolutely right. Possession is going to be key, with New Zealand holding the lion's share at the moment. One overthrown. Oh, and Kapani just drops it. So that'll be a scrum to New Zealand.
No,
they lead by 7.
For Black and knock on by Gold. Scrum. Yeah.
Well, Kapani, I think she just had a cheeky look up and saw that the space was wide open in front of her. She could have just taken off, and fortunately not able to collect that one. And Black Ferns will find themselves in really good territory and position on the field.
Pacific 4 Series Rugby here on the 9 Network and Stan Sport. And it's Joseph feeding a solid platform. Demant takes it to the line. Duplessis running a short line. Getting through the middle and the pick and go from Letty Inga. She's close. They've got numbers to the right, the Black Ferns, but they won't need them. Another try. And it's Olsen Baker, who is such a dynamic try scorer, scoring the second try for the Black Ferns.
Well, just direct and oh so strong and lovely little play off a set piece from the line out. Duplessis once again, involvement straight down the centre, and the little pick and go from Letty Inga. The Black Ferns, they don't commit too many to the ruck, and what that does, it just allows players to be in motion and action, and one of those players, Olsen Baker, has been exceptional this Pacific 4 Series. Another try under her name.
So another try under the posts. Holmes lining up to add the extra. She does so. 2 converted tries, 14-0, the Kiwis lead.
Black Ferns at the minute giving a masterclass in dominant ball carry and quick recycle. Their ability to get and build phases so fast, hitting short lines, stepping off and having that leg drive to power all the way through
Forward pass in front.
Exceptional what they can do with ball in hand.
Agree. Let me know when you're at the screen.
Okay, we're going to have a look at something here.
Coming for you now, Orly.
So, suspected forward pass here. Kiri. Oh, yeah, to Duplessis. Out of the hands forward. Thoughts?
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ball leave the hand forward. It's clearly forward pass. So I overturn my decision. It's no try, and you restart by scrum goal. Do you agree?
I agree with those facts, Orly.
Okay, I have a decision.
Here's another look at it. Yep, the forward pass from Demant, so they'll scrub that try out to Olsen
No
Baker.
try, forward pass, scrum goal.
Reprieve for the Wallaroos. It also doesn't help Demant was exactly on the 22 line when she passed that ball forward, so point of reference wasn't kind for her.
Right in line with you there, Alicia Lucas. You see that one?
I didn't see that one. It slipped through my vision there, Swaney. But this is a gift for the Wallaroos, and they're not going to get many to have that try scrubbed off the board. They've really got to get out of their own 22 here, and when they've got possession down in their own half, they've got to make New Zealand pay.
I guess that's just how good the Black Ferns are, Swaney. They got us too.
Absolutely.
Bind! Set!
A little bit of now you see me, now you don't from the Black Ferns. Oleka clearing downfield. Chase needs to be good here. Demant is back there. So is Holmes. So is Letty Inga. And she just loves to dance. Bayfield. Bayfield, a captain in the New Zealand Army, playing this match on Anzac Day. What an honour. And here's Duplessis again on the end of a great pass. That one forward.
Knock on.
It's a knock on, so it'll be a scrum to the Wallaroos. Another let off. Score is 7-0.
Slight miscommunication from the Black Ferns. Brunt was in no position to receive it, nor did she want to. Potentially that ball was heading out to Palu, and Brunt just in the firing line.
She was in an offside position there, Palu, off the knock on.
She was, Swaney.
Yep. Accidental offside. So 7 points to 0. The Black Ferns lead. Could have been 14, but had one scrubbed out to Olsen Baker. Wallaroos with very little ball, only 30% in their hands at the moment. Fredericks floats the pass to Maya Stewart, who just bobbles it slightly, doesn't get any room to move. They shut her down quickly. Here's Mins now. Wood. Slow ball for Sam Wood. Oleka, wide ball now to Palu Sakona, just trying to get on the outside of Mika Eletu'u. Well brought down there by McGregor as well. Here's Kapani with a little bit of a wind-up, but she gets dropped very quickly. And
You are never onside. You are never onside, number one.
you heard the referee explaining the law there, was never onside, then tried to spoil. So a bit of a piggyback upfield here, Kiri, for the Wallaroos.
We keep saying possession is key for the Wallaroos, and certainly is. And I like how the Wallaroos are starting to go wide nice and early. They've got two strike weapons in Desiree Miller and Maya Stewart out on their edges, and really they've gone to them quite early in this game, and it's been positive so far.
Kayla Leonard tonight, the most capped Wallaroo. What an honour on this Anzac Day for her. Congratulations. What a legend of women's rugby. As we continue here through Palu Sakona. Wood wants it quickly. Mins just lining up for another carry. That's a better one from Tiara. Bounce pass out to Fredericks. who under pressure has to tidy it up. Leonard, cops a big shoulder there. Olsen Baker, a lot of black jerseys lying in behind there. The ruck. So it was a little bit untidy. The Wallaroos going backwards at the moment. Naden has to try something. So Maleka sends it downfield. It drops right into the hands of Holmes. He looks back behind. Maleka to Ellis, who will have a little counter-attack here. So quick. And finds another speedster in Miller. Right on halfway. Penalty advantage. Another chance here for the Wallaroos. Free swing here as Leaney beats the first tackle. Normally a lock, Caitlin Leaney. She's been included in the back row.
Advantage.
That one lost forward, will come back for the penalty. And this is a chance for the Wallaroos to get deep into Black Ferns territory, Kiri.
You can see Ellis has obviously been given free rein to just attack out the back. A number of times now she's just turned on the gas, put on the footwork, but what's working good is that she has her support in line with her. So Desiree Miller running in nice and close. A nice little step from Ellis, pop to Miller. Wallaroos kick it downtown, find themselves in really good territory. It's a solid start from the Wallaroos.
Just 20 minutes in and just 7 points to nil at this stage, so really good effort from the Wallaroos to start this game. Survived a lot of pressure. Maleka gives it early. Taylor out the back to Miller. Miller joining the line. Stays on her feet, then gets the pass away to Stewart. Stewart brought down just outside the 22, trying to get on the outside. You can see the Wallaroos trying to get it wide, trying to get it into the hands of Stewart and Miller as much as possible. Now Bone, who is such a big back rower, earns another penalty and marched the Black Ferns to a bit of back chat.
Hold the ball.
Throwing the ball in fact. It wasn't a back chat. It didn't look like 10 metres, Kiri, if you ask me. It looked about 4 metres, I reckon. But it's not going to matter. The ball goes out.
There's the extra 5.
Yeah.
The Wallaroos, the wing-to-wing link hit between Miller and Stewart. Some good metres being made, and Olsen Baker so strong over the ball, but not to be this time.
So Sam Needs is named possibly his biggest forward pack ever for the Wallaroos, and they set up the maul, and this is why he set up the biggest pack that they've ever had. They are close and they score! Kick to come to tie it up, and it's the skipper, Siokapesi Palu-Sakona, with the try.
Well, time and time again, this team turns to their leader, Siokapesi Palu-Sakona, and that is the exact reason why she stands up and delivers each and every time. A lovely little variation in the line out, the ball going to the front pod to Mins, and the Wallaroos just get to work. Good identification from Palu-Sakona, just to take that ball and slip off the side.
Well, that's her 3rd try in 4 test matches this year. In rare try-scoring form, she's only scored 6 tries, so she really is a power plant up front. Palu-Sakona and Wood hits it across the face. Can't have the extras. The Wallaroos hit back at 7-5.
How's the skipper standing up in the ANZAC Day test to get the Wallaroos right back in it? Well-worked team maul, good forward pack strength, and be able to spot that space is Palu-Sakona, exactly what the Wallaroos needed, and you can see the coaching staff happy with that one. They're right back in the mix of this.
Andy Friend, Mike Riven, Sam Needs. Real brains trust upstairs. A director of high performance for women's rugby to be named later in the year. Sam Needs, the interim Wallaroos coach. As we get play back underway. Demand. And it's a penalty advantage. That one hit the ground. Brunt comes up with it though. Black Ferns have taken offence to that try. Look at them. Bodies in motion. Mika Eletu'u takes play into the 22. Has to reach back for that one. Kicked ahead. No one back there. And a try to Aisha Leti-Inga. That was a little too easy for the Black Ferns. A lapse in concentration from the Wallaroos results in a Black Ferns try.
Well, the response from the Black Ferns is instant, and this is just where they are so dangerous. They are constantly in motion, constantly moving. Strike weapons all over the park. Their core skills are exceptional. Just lovely catch pass. Demant, the chip through. Idiainga on the fly. Black Ferns extend their lead.
Aisha Leti-Inga, she knows how to score tries against the Wallaroos. She has scored plenty. 22nd test try as Holmes stripes it. 14 plays 5, the Black Ferns lead.
Holmes took that conversion right in front of us and she slots it, but it was the excellent vision from the skipper, Demant, being able to put it on the toe, and the pace, balance and speed of Aisha Leti-Inga, who finishes off excellent. A well-worked try from the Black Ferns, and that is why they are world number 2. You score against them and they'll score right back.
So that's where mindset really needs to come into effect for the Wallaroos. That one doesn't travel the 10 as well. So back-to-back problems for the Wallaroos.
Well, you're right, Swaney. It's a mental battle as much as it is a physical battle. And for the Wallaroos to have a positive gain of scoring a try and then having to back up on defence straight away. The Black Ferns, they will not go away. We saw in their game in Canada last week, the 55th minute, they were behind against Canada. And just in that last 15 minutes, the floodgates just opened. So this is a world-class team and they know how to play rugby for 80 minutes.
M. Chancellor running the water tonight. Such an experienced campaigner. Megawatt smile from M. Not involved tonight, but running the water. As I mentioned, they've opted for size in their back row. M certainly is a weapon. 50-22 as well. That was excellent there from Maya Joseph. Saw the space in behind, and this is probably just a little bit of experience, isn't it, Kiri? Adia Ellis, youngster. At the back. So the Black Ferns really on the attack here. That one's knocked forward, falls into the hands of Kapani. She catches this one, and Wood looking to clear. Sends it downfield. The advantage is over. Ball goes into touch, so not a bad clearance there from Sammy Wood.
Yeah, it's outside. Yeah,
It's the second line out for the Black Ferns not falling to hands, and set pieces particularly dominant throughout the game. So an area that the Wallaroos can expose at the moment.
Give the number quickly for the other team. Thank you so much for your help.
So much chat out there.
Gap.
Great crowd in here.
Time back on.
That's Sunshine Coast Stadium. Just here on a knife edge. Roost wins that one up high. Brunt, just holds onto it, then bumps off Palu Sakona. It's a little untidy at the breakdown. It's Veliko now. Winds up for a carry.
Away.
Olsen Baker. Ups it to Palu, back to Olsen Baker, who then loses it forward. Ellis.
High tackle. Yes.
Got caught high. Well, she's 5'0", Waiadia Ellis, so
High tackle.
that is used to the advantage and they win the penalty, the Wallaroos. Wood puts it into touch.
Palu on debut, what an impact she's having in this opening half. She's gone to work straight away. A lovely little offload. So strong in post-contact.
Yeah, real impact on debut. Mo'onga Palu. Lini, she's been the main line-out target for this series. The Wallaroos, she wins it at the back again. Stewart, a little short ball there to Palu Sakona. Sandwood spots a little gap, sniping. She looked left, she had bone left. Now she gets the pass away to Mins. Chance for the Wallaroos if they go right, and they do. Here's Taylor. Taylor to Stewart. The Black Ferns are folding. Stewart cuts back inside. Quick ball for Wood. But she gets shut down. Oh, the Black Ferns good at working hard to get back. Taylor standing over it now. Lini. Moleka leaves it behind and loses the ball forward. And
no advantage for Noko.
That will be a scrum to the Black Ferns. Alicia Lucas, just brutality out there tonight. It's a real physical game.
There has been so many hits here. You can hear every single one on the sideline. Some of the carries have been big. The collisions have been dominant on both sides of the ball. And the girls are leaving nothing out there. The physicality is at another level, and you can just see it everywhere across the park, coming in from left, right, and centre. We love it. They've got the history behind them in this test match, and they are absolutely giving it to each other.
So the Black Ferns conceding the last 5 penalties, but they lead where it counts. 14-5 on the scoreboard.
Second back.
They switch the point of attack. On the left boot for Holmes. This one's going to sit up in the field of play. Fredericks is back there. And Letty Inga gets over it, but the Wallaroos do a really good job at securing that ball. It was crisp work at the breakdown. And now Wood again going to go to the skies. Home 3 plies and brings the ball back. Here's Joseph, Vilico, Demant, Duplessis on the boot.
Stop!
Ellis is back there. She reads it well. There's a bit of room for Elias to move here. And a little ankle breaker there from Waiadia Ellis. Ferns have been told to let go. Wallaroos just trying to secure some possession here. Leonard bounces off the first tackle, goes again. Ponsonby was off her feet.
On the floor first.
Well, the Wallaroos now in this first half have had a multitude of opportunities and penalties going their way to get themselves down the field. It's just that middle to last phase of execution that's lacking at the moment to translate those wins into points. Sammy Wood gets us down further, and lovely footwork from Ellis. Oh, look at that, in and out. I think Alicia summed it up best. We love it.
I'll tell you what's been raining here a lot today, and Waiadia Ellis then was just running between the raindrops. Fair dinkum. Incredible feat. Oh, that one goes forward. So again, the set piece really letting down the Wallaroos today. Advantage is over. Oh, and Ellis, she just lost her feet, which is so assured in that one. And it'll be a scrum to the Black Ferns. They lead 14-5.
Tough to collect for the youngster. You can see she's just taking a step back. At the same time, she's trying to gather that ball, and she's disappointed by that one.
She's had a real rocks and diamonds sort of a game. Waiadia Ellis, but so young, still the youngest in the squad. Carries around Wallamina. 14-5 though, the Black Ferns leading here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. Enjoying the coverage on the 9 Network and Stan Sport. Demands, Duplessis, Letty Inga and McGregor combining the two wingers on that far side. And the Black Ferns just dialing up the tempo now. Demands. Halu. Oh, just didn't quite get the offload away. And it looked like a knock-on off Stewart, but it's still there for the Wallaroos. It'll be play on. Hoy. Probably her first touch tonight. Just bobbled the pass again. And
Stay back.
Wood will clear. So after all that, what looked like about 6 knock-ons will be play on. Holmes. Oh, beautiful tackle down low by Stewart, but it's left this left wing wide open, and Duplessis running it in to Letty Inga. She's going to score 2. And they just read the play beautifully, did the Black Ferns. Stewart made the tackle. It left the wing completely wide open, and the Black Ferns make the Wallaroos pay.
Yeah, just down the blind side, the Black Ferns using every inch of space that they had. Demant looks up, sees only one person in front of her. Letty Inga gets to work, and Duplessis, just a simple pass back on the inside. A double to her name, the Black Ferns. Too good.
Brilliant from Aisha Letty Inga. Holmes looking to make it 3 converted tries. Brings it in inside the right-hand upright, and it's 21 points to 5.
Great swing on that conversion by Renee Holmes. With the 1-2 combination of Duplessis and Letty Inga has become really formidable as well. Ace sliding into that one like a curling stone. Swaney, Black Ferns are really getting the ball rolling in this back end of the half.
Certainly did. Winter Olympics on the 9 Network we've just seen. And tell you what, where was the sweeper there? Out in front. Again. Oh, just a little knock on there. So with a couple of minutes to play here in the first half, just a little bit of daylight, a little creak in the door here, Kerry, for the Wallaroos to maybe get something just before half-time.
Well, the mental advantage to get some points heading into half-time will be invaluable for the Wallaroos. A little bubble from Michaela Tu'u, trying to go again. She had her hands on that, she was away.
So 2 to play.
Bind! Set!
What can the Wallaroos muster before half-time? And that is an enormous scrum from the Black Ferns. The tight head is good. And Brunt, a little chip ahead.
No advantage.
We're going to come back for the penalty on that scrum, but that was a demolition, my friends, at scrum time.
Certainly was, when you need your forward pack to step up.
By goal.
Wow. That was some sort of set piece. It's really been the Wallaroos' Achilles heel in this Pac-4 series. Has the set piece. And that one goes into touch. We're going to have another look at this. Absolute tractor of a scrum.
And just the timing, the front 3 moving together. Sinia Mahutriki Fakalelu fresh onto the field.
Little tactical sub up front for the Black Ferns, and that, my friends, is what fresh legs can do sometimes. Here's Brunt. Great hands from the Black Ferns to Tukuafu. It's lost forward, and Ellis just juggles that one as well. So it'll be a Wallaroos scrum once again. I don't know that they want to see this. The siren will sound right then, and I reckon the Wallaroos would have loved that to have sounded just before that knock on, I reckon.
Well, again, talking about mental advantages, if they can hold steady, this is just this one job before heading into half-time is to win this scrum, get the ball out of there, reset, head into this next 40 minutes.
So can the Wallaroos survive this scrum before half-time? And they do. Talamoleka will put it into touch. And that will be half-time here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. The Black Ferns leading 21 points to 5. In front of a packed crowd here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. And it's been all the Black Ferns. Let's get down to Alicia Lucas.
I'm with Michaela Leonard. Mac, how do you sum up that first half of the Wallaroos?
Yeah, look, I think just coming out of that half, two things in the sheds we'll talk about now is getting our lower chop tackles, so we need to just stop them at source, and just making sure we're not playing in our zones, getting our exits right so we can put pressure up on them up there and get the ball back.
And has it sunk in yet that you are the most capped Wallaroo in history?
Job to do first, but hopefully afterwards with a win on the board.
Okay, we'll go out there and enjoy the second half. Thanks, Mac. And stay tuned. The Black Ferns are leading 21 points to 5, and it's halftime here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. All to play for in the second.
Twenty-one points to 5, the Black Ferns lead on this ANZAC Day special here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. It is the visitors, though, the Black Ferns, who are the Pacific 4 champions, who lead the Wallaroos. A big second half coming up here for the Aussies at Sunshine Coast Stadium. All set. Every game they've ever played against the Wallaroos, and they've done the same thing again tonight. And now Brunt sets off down the sideline. Black Ferns in possession in Wallaroos territory. Big carry there from Mahutariki Whakalelu. Holmes in the playmaker role. Mikaela Tu'u to Roos, who takes play into the 22. And this is what we're so familiar with this Black Ferns side. They just come out with fire and brimstone. Ponsonby, right in the centre of the park, deep in the Wallaroos 22. Olsen Baker. Rain starting to come down here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. And the offload is a good one to Roos. Brought down just a couple of metres short. And there's the try. They've dialed up the tempo straight out of the break. Have the Black Ferns. And Visinia Mahutariki Whakalelu scores the first try in the second half for the Black Ferns.
Well, we know how well this team goes in the second half of their games. Visinia Mahutariki Whakalelu, so strong, 5 metres out from the line, and just the skill from this Black Ferns side, all 1 to 15 up in that line, the capacity to take that ball and deliver. And just a lovely little pass from Joseph. Finds a barnstorming front row, and the Black Ferns just make it look so easy.
Just her 6th test match. Mahutariki Whakalelu scores the try, and Holmes curls this one back nicely as the rain comes down. Alicia Lucas got the umbrella up.
It is heaving down here. Swaney, as we've come out for the second half, so has the rain. But the Black Ferns have not shied away from the physicality, and they've brought it back into the second half. Probably Whitney Hansen spoke how they weren't so clinical in the first half, and they've come out here and really shown that they are here to play.
Saw it in the first half, at the start of the first half, how clinical they were, and then they put under a bit of pressure by the Wallaroos, but this is a brilliant start to the second half. Adia Ellis at the back traps it with her feet, but are just golden. Those pink boots, an absolute blur at times. Here's Naden. Good. Maleka, shape to kick, dummy, goes the kick now. Trying to put Demant back into her 22 and under pressure. Demant under not a lot of pressure in the end, puts it into touch, and it's a nice clearance up towards halfway.
Well, I was just about to say, Swaney, it'd be interesting to see how these two sides change strategically now that the rain is coming down, but very little change. It's still very much an aerial game.
Well, next Saturday, an absolute blockbuster on 9Gem and Stan Sport. Make sure you tune in to this one. The Reds up against the Brumbies from Suncorp Stadium. We're looking forward to that one. That is on free-to-air, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you tune in. And for all the rest of it, sign up to Stan Sport. Here is the Black Ferns. They get the ball back. Again, the Wallaroos set piece really letting them down, and now the Black Ferns attacking from depth. But that one, Holmes ended up kicking it ahead, leaving it behind. Joseph, oh, the torpedo out of the box from Maya Joseph. And Maleka is back there. No pressure to speak of, and finds touch, but we're still in the Wallaroos half.
Yeah, I think in the second half, the Wallaroos just need to be fearless. Nothing to lose in the second half. Up against world-class team. Just got to put their foot on the gas.
Sam Needs there. The interim head coach, as we've spoken about, a new head coach will probably be named fairly soon. That one lost forward, so it'll be a scrum to the Wallaroos, but it is the Kiwis leading 28-5.
Well, again, the Black Ferns just having troubles at line-out time. Saw that in the first half, and a slippery ball. Laura Bayfield trying to collect that one. It's these little micro battles that the Wallaroos have on the field that they're winning. They just need to execute in the back end.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Scrum solid, and Wood is going to clear it, sends it downtown. Holmes is back there. Plays the position beautifully and puts the ball in behind. Maleka fields it. No angle though. Has to kick it back in field. Demant, the co-captain. She pulls the strings so nicely, and Letty Inga is playing with the Wallaroos defenders. That one travelled forward. It'll be a scrum to the Wallaroos and a let-off for the Aussies.
Well, this is these moments that I talk about putting their foot on the gas. Ruahei Demant on the kick return had almost a whole year an opportunity just to weigh up her options, have a look what was in front of her, put that kick through, have time for Aisha Letty Inga on the fly to collect that ball. We can't give the Black Ferns back line that time to make those decisions.
Ruahei Demant equals Kendra Coxedge tonight for most tests v Australia.
Crouch!
And she is absolutely playing with the Wallaroos at times tonight. As the rain continues to fall here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. Wood goes short side. Ellis gets brought down by Joseph. It is a clutch tackle from the Black Ferns scrum half.
Boys out.
The ball is out.
Knock on the drum.
A little knock on in the end,
knock on.
found by the Black Ferns. So it'll be another Wallaroos scrum. He's getting a little scrappy in this second half.
Time off.
Yeah, as he mentioned, Swaney. Ball starting to bobble a little bit. No doubt the weather coming into play. For the Wallaroos, this is where strategically, when they have plan A, plan B, they also need to resort to C, D, and E against this side. Be constantly changing it up.
It's okay for me. Okay. Can we stand up? Yeah. Just make sure that they're giving us a clear. Okay, no problem.
So Sikopesi Palu Sakona laying down the law, trying to pump up her Wallaroos side. In this one, they're down by a bit, but still half an hour to play in this game. Anything can happen.
And that's exactly what you need from your leadership, Swaney. You need decisions, you need clarity, you need someone to step up and take control.
Waiadia Ellis, there's almost a little hip drop tackle on her there. She looks in a little bit of pain, but she's had a mixed night, the youngster, but you know, it's bits of brilliance mixed in with a couple of little errors, but geez, she is an exciting prospect.
She certainly is, and once again, at the beginning of a World Cup cycle, you look to your future stars and who you can bring into your programs that are going to lead the way into 2029. And at just 18 years of age on the world stage, Waiadia Ellis, lovely bit of footwork there.
Yeah, she almost beat the cameraman there. And looks like she's going to continue.
Climb back on.
Still just getting a little bit of attention on that right knee. But yeah, the hip drop. Tackle on Waiadia Ellis. Didn't look like a good one. Ball doesn't go in. Sunnywood just strategically holding that one out. Alicia Lucas on the sideline.
Positive, Swaney. The rain has stopped. The umbrella's down. Smart play. The rugby IQ from Sammy Wood is through the roof, and she did really well there to be able to get that one reset. But amongst some of that rain that came down, the crowd stayed strong. And for a historic first test here on Anzac Day, I have to say the crowd has been exceptional. Full stadium. The hill is absolutely packed as well. It's been a real delight to be here for. We've had some excellent footy to be able to watch as well.
Yeah, they sure have. A history-making occasion here at Sunshine Coast Stadium. McGregor to counter-attack here. And you heard the ooh from the crowd there as she ran into a Wallaroos brick wall, and it's a knock-on off a gold hand. So just a scrum advantage here for the Black Ferns. Tikuafu gives it to Bayfield. That one lost forward. Papa Olsen Baker can't grab it.
My fault. Advantage is not over. First one is gold.
Oh, and we'll come back.
First one is gold.
For the first knock-on off a Wallaroos hand. So it'll be a Black Ferns feed. And it looks like special teams is coming on for the Black Ferns. Bulk subs.
4 and 12.
And Piper Duck coming on for the Wallaroos. But here is the big tackle from G-Fred on Justine McGregor.
It's on the contest. You play up the ball.
Lily Bone coming off the field as well. Big shift from the youngster. Piper Duck on the field now. Someone with vast experience at such a young age as well. 26th test match for Piper Duck. And she looks like she's champing at the bit to get into the action.
Shoulder out.
Ellis working on that right knee.
Set! No. Before she came on. Please, calm down. Okay. You don't move back, okay, first, and you control your push.
There is a lot of finger pointing going on in that scrum.
One of the perks of the referee, Mike, you get a deep insight into the communications, intricate communications of the scrum.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Ready! And now! No strike! No strike! No strike! And now! And now!
Olsen Baker goes to the short side to Joseph, who puts it on the right foot, and it floats out on the full, so we'll whip back downfield where it was kicked. Hansen not real happy with that one. Off the boot of Turner. Just slid off the side.
Tara Turner just fresh onto the field. Slightly overcooking that one.
Leonard to Wood. Here's Maleka. Wide pass to Adusakona. Again, she works the middle of the field well. Wood under pressure. Playing almost like an extra back rower. Oh, and just the sheer determination in defence of this Black Ferns side had the Wallaroos on their heels and going backwards.
Really, again, the handling errors seeping into this game. This is the point of the game when both sides just need to get a bit of control. Sammy Wood getting attention on the ground.
Looks like we're going to have a chat here.
They didn't strike that. They didn't strike that last scrum.
No, for me, it's both team. Because your team move back and Black team push early. So it's both. It is the reason I reset the scrum.
But just then, where they actually played off that scrum that was fed, they didn't actually strike it. The hooker did not strike that ball. But we'll look at the next one. I've asked I've asked them to just.
I speak to the 9. Yeah. Okay, no problem for that.
There you go. Ruahei Demand, as I said, equals Kendra Coxedge tonight for most tests via Australia, hasn't she?
So she needs to hook the ball. So
been a wonderful servant of the game in New Zealand, a real statesman like present on the field.
And even with so many caps under her belt, she just maintains such a level head, such control, and continually evolves with this team.
So plenty of chatter at scrum time. Geez, I tell you what.
Crouch!
It's like a word soup in there.
Bind! Set!
Wallaroos getting a decent push on that one, but they break down the short side, that one off the hands of Holmes, and will pack it down for the Wallaroos. So just a couple of back-to-back errors from both teams here.
They've reached a slight plateau in the game. That ball obviously very slippery, been parked in the middle of the field. For a good 10 minutes now. I mean, more words in the scrum.
Yeah. I'm quite enjoying listening to the sounds of the game here on 9 and Stan Sport. And we do love the chatter coming in off the ref's mic.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
That one quickly out for the Wallaroos. Fredericks floating the pass wide to Miller. And she is shut down by Holmes, but Miller does really well to stay on her feet just long enough for the cavalry to arrive. Here's Mims now. Oh, so quick onto the ball there. Tukuafu. A brilliant open side in every sense of the word. That's 7 on the back of the black jersey being a nuisance. It's been something that Australians have had to deal with forever. And Kennedy Tukuafu doing the job once again. Her co-captain, Demant, will put this one into touch. Down in Wallaroos territory. Didn't chew off too many metres.
Yeah, probably not the distance that she would have liked. It's a textbook steal in the ruck from the Black Ferns.
It goes to the back. Tukuafu clears it. Demant, her co-captain. Those two combining nicely the last couple of minutes. Turner. Vaipulu. Proceed. Backing into the contact. They still go the same way through Viliko. Viliko takes it into the 22. Lolahea on the field. Bulk replacements for the Black Ferns. A nice little inside ball to Letty Inga. Gets up and goes again. Aisha Letty Inga. Mikaela Tu'u. Right in the centre of the park now. Black Ferns have dialed it up again. Olsen Baker shakes the tackle. Duplessis to Holmes. Out wide. McGregor. Her first test try. Scores, and it was clinical once again from the Black Ferns. They dialed up the tempo and the rhythm, and they get another 5.
Well, the Black Ferns, they enter the opposition 22 and they absolutely fire up. Once again, core skills on display. Olsen Baker with a strong carry, gets the offload away. Hannah King fresh onto the field, injects herself to Holmes, and the pass with no one in front of her. Justine McGregor starting debut this evening. Just her second test cap. She had her debut against the USA and she has been immense tonight.
Breezy down here at ground level. Holmes can't quite bring it back around. So the score will remain 33 points to 5.
Brilliant hands from the Black Ferns and an excellent finish from Justine McGregor. Former Black Ferns Sevens gets her first try in the black jersey for the 15 side. Her first start tonight on the wing as well. She's been controlled well, but when she had those touches, she's come up with the goods over the white line. As we see Baba Wairi-Ellis subbed off, getting some attention on that knee after she had a heavy fall on it earlier.
Yeah, the old hip drop tackle, eventually succumbing to that. So Nicole Leddington on the field for her, and this off the kickoff. Not what they would have wanted. The breeze at their back. And that one goes long and dead, so we'll come back. Nicole Leddington has had such a promising start to her test career. Got a little hold of that one.
It could potentially just be the change at the Wallaroos knee. They obviously had a strategy in the first half that was working quite well for them, but at this point in time, they just need to completely readjust. They need to regather and look at other options for how to get themselves back into this game.
Sammy Needs looking at the X's and O's. So we have a centre field scrum. Holmes, she's been brilliant tonight. Highest point scorer for the Black Ferns in 2026. Turner in there digging, gives it to that woman Holmes. Long pass out to Letty Inga. Letty Inga with 2 tries already tonight. That one charged down. She went to chip it ahead. Holmes so strong in the contact. That one, oh, left on the ground by Holmes, and a hand on the ground, as you can see. Referee Roslo Pinging the Aussies.
Yeah, it was Georgina Friedrichsen. She's actually in a really great position as we take another look here. Fortunately gets a falcon beforehand, so she's done well to get herself back into the game. You can see here, she is in a strong position, but she doesn't pull the ball up. She strips it away on the ground.
Man, that one was right in the kisser, wasn't it? Missed that real time. Black Ferns setting up the maul. Getting the drive going. Lola Hare in control, but Turner has it now. Brunt, flat pass to Duplessis. Her opposite number in Frederick stops her, but Turner breaks off the back to Lola Hare. That combination working well. They've got numbers to the right. The Black Ferns, Bayfield. 5 out. Turner. Changing the point of attack constantly. Olsen Baker gets up and goes again, and it was illegal. So it's a penalty to the Wallaroos. They're let off once again. And the Black Ferns leaving some points out there.
Well, a slight reprieve for the Wallaroos, and they really need to use this. Possession is key. It was in the first half. Nothing has changed in the second half. Kaiport Olsen Baker, unfortunately, just getting that one wrong there. Whitney Henson giving nothing away.
Well, she would be the best poker player if she's anything like her old man, Steve. He was absolute master in that respect. Gave nothing away.
Keep the mark. Yes, thank you.
Leany. It's been one of their big targets. And this one goes backwards for the Wallaroos. They win it in the end. Leddington under pressure. Shifts the focus and the pressure to her captain, Sakona, but she does well post-contact. Boy, went low and got met with a heavy shot. Wood breaks off the back, looking for Miller, and Miller just trying to get into the game. When she's had her hands on the ball, Desi Miller has been very dangerous, but Leonard driven backwards there. Wood to Leddington, looking to get the ball wide. Taylor dancing back in field. Now Maleka has the chance to clear. With the wind at her back, sends it to the try scorer, McGregor, on starting debut. She takes the meters and looks to beat Fredericks on the outside and does it well. Duplessis is right there, and Holmes on the back end of it gets upended. The counter-attack is something out of this world from the Black Ferns. Tukuafu.
Your advantage, not running.
And they have the penalty advantage. There's numbers to burn if they can get it out there, and they will. Send it to Bayfield for the try. She is a captain in the New Zealand Army. And on ANZAC Day, she scores a try.
Just more discipline, please. You have two infringement in the same action. Yeah, tackler and off it. Yeah, thank you.
Bessie Palu Sakona getting a chat there, but this was just brilliant counter-attack from the Black Ferns, Kiri.
It certainly was, deep within their own half. Just turn on the gas. And again, just that shift from left to right, finding their players, looking up, identifying where that space is. And Laura Bayfield, what a night for her. As you mentioned, Swaney, a captain in the New Zealand Army, tonight would have an incredible amount of significance for this player.
Holmes curls it back in. Flags go up. That's 40 for the Black Ferns.
If there was a player more deserving on a try on tonight's occasion, it is Laura Bayfield. She is the captain of New Zealand Army's 3rd Field and Emergency Response Squadron, balancing both careers in the military and being a professional rugby player. She was up this morning at dawn for the dawn service, and here she is scoring meat pies in an ANZAC Day test against the Wallaroos. an exceptional honour for her, that is for sure.
Wearing that poppy proudly on the shoulder. Vaipulu wins the restart. Now Robinson, Maddie Robinson. Another replacement on the field for the Black Ferns. That one forward to Vaipulu. Whistle goes. So this is about as much territory as the Wallaroos have had in this second half, with just over 15 to play, and they've had very little time with the ball down this end of the field.
Yeah, you're right. For the Wallaroos, I would like to see them keep that ball in hand a bit more. Part of their strategy has been just to play territory, just kick it down the field, but the Black Ferns, their kick return, their attack is just too good in this second half, and the Wallaroos need to adjust.
As the rain comes down with a heavy breeze here at Sunshine Coast Stadium, it's kind of been coming and going.
Bind!
Replacement up front for the Wallaroos with Mafafua on the field. That's a big scrum from the Wallaroos. Leddington, Taylor, back to Leddington. Gets the ball to Miller. Miller with an arcing run into the 22. Steps off the right. And she was looking for Stewart, her wing partner. Mins has been a tireless worker today, but it was lost forward there on the counter-ruck by the Black Ferns.
It's knock on by 7 Black.
It's really starting to come down now there, Alicia.
Yeah, it's opened up again here, Swaney.
Good.
On this occasion, the Wallaroos are finally getting into their own 22, and they've realised that New Zealand have started to give away penalties. We're in that zone. We've got to be able to attack down into there. Desi Miller, this run from her is brilliant. Every time she's touched the ball, she's eaten up metres and created advantage and got the attack, some real spark, and ignited some excitement for this crowd as well. So look to see her link up with her opposite winger, Maya Stewart, as well. Piper Simons onto the field, Aussie Sevens player too. They'll be all looking to connect and get something going to get some more points on the board in this second half for the Wallaroos.
Keep the space.
Alicia, as a former Sevens player, Piper Simons, what are we going to learn from her? What are we going to see from her over the next little bit? Such an exciting prospect.
Yeah, well, I think once she wraps around her head around the speed of what the game of 15s needs to be played back, and she's able to interject herself in around rucks and dart around, she's got such brilliant feet and she's got that real turn of pace. So if she can spot a gap, she needs to really go at it and accelerate it and use that ability to be able to pass 15 metres left to right as well.
Learning the art of being a 15 scrum half as Leddington takes it off, and Taylor goes through, looking to slide over, brought down just short. Wallaroos, a big chance here. The two Sevens players combining, Simons and Taylor. Penalty advantage now as well. Pick and go. Mins.
Knock on.
Lost it forward, but will come back for the penalty. Oh,
Offside.
Agonisingly close for the Wallaroos. 15 to play. Now playing for pride. And how important are these moments, Kiri, when you're down by a lot, but you're just looking to try and save a bit of face in these moments?
Well, this is that mental advantage that the Wallaroos need to work on in order to look at someday defeating the Black Ferns. And we just saw the direct line from Sydney Taylor. Speaking of Aussie Sevens, another one of the Aussie Sevens squad members transitioned over to 15s, straight down the middle. But with the Wallaroos, they do take a lot of time in their pick and go to set up. And what that does is it gives the Black Ferns defensively far too much time to get in a really crucial position to defend it.
All right, so a set-piece centre field. You've got Miller on the left wing, Stewart on the right wing, both on 17 tries for the Wallaroos, the most tries in Test history. Which way is it going to go? Got to win the scrum first. One thing at a time here for the Wallaroos. Simons, tentative And they lose the scrum. Black Ferns win the penalty.
No, it's clear my side in anger.
I tell you what, just when you thought the Wallaroos were gaining some ascendancy at that set piece, the Black Ferns, they just dig back in and win the penalty.
Well, it's the mark of a world-class team. Your backs are against the wall. Let the opposition in just ever so slightly. You close the doors on them.
Yeah, they're not happy, the Wallaroos. Black Ferns, though, big smiles. That's a better line out from the Black Ferns. King shifting the ball along to Mahutariki Whakalelu. Duplessis gets the offload away. Turner back to Vaipulu. Now they're going to clear. Sits up in the breeze. Miller, a difficult one, a towering kick. And now Moleka pumping it back downfield, looking for the 50-22. It won't go into touch. McGregor does well to tidy it up. King. Across field. Metarangi Paul on the field as well. She's the competition's leading try scorer. Some real heavy carries in the midfield by Pulu. With another one, the replacement's doing a great job. Oh, the chip ahead for Duplessis was right in the breadbasket. She lost it forward, though. And we'll come back for another scrum. Rain coming and going. Kiri's just making that ball greasy in those moments.
For me, clear. You push under the hook here. So we need to push straight.
That's unstable before the feet. So you have to stand up and reset. Stability was off.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Brianna.
Yeah.
Brady O'Gorman seeking feedback from the referee of instability at scrum time.
She is the set piece guru, Brady O'Gorman. Trying to just get a bit of clarity from the referee this evening. Leddington standing in the I formation right behind the scrum.
Set!
And they break short side. Simon to Leddington. And Taylor was out there as well, looking for that sevens connection. Simon and Taylor. Here's O'Gorman. Good ad-line run there from Bridie O'Gorman. Another experienced campaigner. Mins. Gee, she's got an engine. She has kept going all night. Oh, Fredericks rushed up there on Wedetta. And the Wallaroos have to scramble Simons to Merlot now. Ball's just slow. Simons sends it back. Oh, bouncing pass to Leddington, who has to scramble the pass to Moleka, and it fortunately falls to Moleka without any pressure on, but the Black Ferns have got numbers back and looking to counter-attack. Wallaroos' chase was good in the end. Turner changing her point of attack. Wide ball into the wide channels for Anderson. Pick and go from Duplessis puts Turner into the backfield. It's still there for the Black Ferns. Mahutariki Whakalelu. King. Olsen Baker loses it backwards. It feels like every ball that the Black Ferns put their hands on that fumbles goes backwards, but not this one. Kiri.
Yeah, that's right. We just take another look. the Black Ferns. How well they do an attack. Maleka gets cleaned up in the act of the kick. Again for the Wallaroos. Just talk about kicking for territory versus possession, and for Maleka having no choice, the ruck speed is just not at the recycle rate that's needed to compete with the Black Ferns at the moment. Maleka has no choice but to send that kick downtown. 4 Black Ferns attackers there ready to go.
Reds v Brumbies next week on free-to-air on 9Gem. Make sure you tune into that. It's going to be an absolute beauty. The Reds won it after the buzzer in Canberra in the Brumbies home game. The Reds tonight losing in super points, so they're finding form. I tell you what, it's going to be a humdinger on free-to-air. For all the rest of the games, you've got to sign up to Stan Sport. Make sure you do that. But right now, Wallaroos getting one back at scrum time in terms of a penalty.
We head into the last 7 minutes of this game, and like you said, Swaney, potentially playing for consolation now, the Wallaroos, but this is just so important of how they finish this game against the Black Ferns.
Yeah, the top 2 inches for the Wallaroos. Need to finish smart. Fernandez wins it up high. Simons to Miller, who's constantly running into traffic, but gets her hips free a lot of the time, getting through the line. Simons challenging that first defender. Leddington floats the ball. It came off a black hand and goes forward, but it's play on. Maleka have a scrum advantage, the Wallaroos. Merlo dips the head, charges forward. Oh, Simons under pressure. Leddington now kicks it ahead, and it clean bowls. Anderson back there.
Stop, Black! Stop!
The reply gives Miller a bit of room to move, and gee, she's so hard to bring down with those fast feet. Fernandez came off the back fence there, Ash Fernandez. Here's Leddington. Piper Duck. Haven't seen much of Piper Duck since she's come on. Simons, Leddington, Maleka, Fredericks just sandwiched in the tackle there. Oh, Leddington again running against the grain, trying to spot some space on the short side. Everywhere she looks on the open side, it's just black jerseys. Mins, oh, goodness me. And that one ripped free there by Vaipulu. That is just brute strength from the Black Ferns. And now they can get it right. There's numbers there, but Hannah King has a go up the middle and didn't release.
It's a tackle. You don't release the ball.
Didn't release the ball. Just tackled and went again.
Well, Hannah King, she looks confused.
I thought she let go of the ball, just quietly.
Let's go. You can play.
Need to have a look at it again.
Leddington. An excellent debut against Fiji, Leddington. Here's another look at the rip from Vaipulu. What about that? It was just a brute of a tackle on Mins, and then here's King. Oh, yeah, I mean,
I think she let that go.
she is
Probably the look of confusion is
perplexed. Probably, yeah, confusion, perplexed. It looks like we got Sammy Wood coming back onto the field. So Maleka coming from the field.
It looks like Piper Simons will shift out to the back. We saw Nicole Leddington came onto the field, went into that first 5 position. Maleka into fullback. Had to reshuffle again.
Doc talking to Maleka. It might be an HIA to get Wood back onto the field, I reckon. Well, for Wood to come back onto the field after the substitution. Wood in at scrum half. Here's Fredericks. Here's Merlot now. Oh, and just the brutality of that pillar defence from the Black Ferns. Fredericks just drops it on the toe, and that is exceptional on the ground for Duplessis. Puts it in behind, and the chase is a good one. Turner, who'll win the race? Oh, it's a photo finish. Turner celebrates. We're going to have a look. The Black Ferns.
Okay.
Their confidence.
Yes. Rachel.
Yes, Orly.
Okay, my on-field decision is no try. So I would like to check what is the first player who won the ball.
On-field decision is no try, checking which player first grounds the ball. Coming for you now.
That looks like a Wallaroos hand to me, Kiri.
I agree.
It's tight, Orly, bear with me.
Jeez, I don't know if that angle helps.
Do you agree?
I think you can... There is nothing clear to overturn your original decision, Orly. I think
Okay,
the ball
so
is...
for me it's no try and goal line or punt.
Agree with that.
Okay. I have a decision.
Back on you.
It's not try, goal line or punt.
All right, so Wadetta got back there in time. Alicia Lucas, you had close eye on that one.
Yeah, it was all over that one, Swaney. Ava Wareta just got her hands to that one, so a let-off for the Wallaroos.
Back.
But wow, wasn't that some excitement that the Black Ferns are putting in this last few minutes? They are dangerous when they get that kick ahead, and that support and chase is really good. So the Wallaroos still a long way to get out of trouble.
Chukwuafu grasses the restart. It'll be a scrum and a net gain of about 30 metres for the Wallaroos.
Just be good in these last few minutes. You see the change up in the back line for the Wallaroos.
This was the counter for the kick ahead for the try, with a no try decision. And Wadetta just getting back. Do you reckon there was an arm out? Do you reckon there was a bit of obstruction there?
Surprised the Timo didn't take it back a little bit further.
You need luck in this game.
Bind.
Don't think it'll make too much of a difference to the scoreline. Wood. Oh. That's up. Creamed in the tackle. Here's Leddington putting up high ball, and the counter attack here from Paul. Gives it to McGregor and drags McGregor into touch.
Well, again, we go back to the Wallaroos just needing to play possession in these closing minutes of this game. Leddington, it's a shallow, high kick, and the Black Ferns are already back in the Wallaroos 50, ready to attack again. If the option is to kick, it needs to go further downtown.
The Black Ferns have visited the Wallaroos 10 times to the Wallaroos 4. And a little wraparound play there for Taylor. Miller sets off downfield and cuts in field. She had Taylor there, needed to draw and pass potentially. It's play on. Ooh, Fernandez just dips the hips. O'Gorman gets a nice little pass away, slips it to Fua. A little half break there for the Wallaroos. Need to play on here. Implacid getting off the line very quickly, as is Bayfield making the tackle. Gee, that's been a big part of their success tonight, hasn't it? The Black Ferns, their line speed in defence. Leddington. Oh, caught in two minds, the double pump in the end. Bamboozling everyone. And it'll be a Black Ferns scrum as the siren sounds here at Sunshine Coast Stadium.
Well, the siren has sounded 20, but we're going to play the scrum. Just enough time to round out this match.
Ready?
40 points to 5, the score in added time.
Crouch!
And will the Black Ferns play here?
Mind!
Playing another test match for a while.
Set!
Neither of these teams, they're going to have a crack to mount. King, McGregor, left behind. And that will be full time here at Sunshine Coast Stadium on what has been an historic night for women's rugby. The first ANZAC test, and it goes the way of the Black Ferns. Their 30th victory over the Aussies. Final score, New Zealand 40, Australia 5. And hasn't it been an occasion, Kiri Barker in front of a packed crowd here at the Sunshine Coast. A big win to the Black Ferns, but a great occasion for women's rugby.
Well, the crowd has been incredible, as you can see, just the pictures on the hill, the fans out there, and as you mentioned, Swaney, the Black Ferns just too good. They have been so dominant this Pacific 4 series. World number 2, they've regained that title in the process, and big things to come for this side over the next 4 years. As too with the Wallaroos, there were many patches of positives to take away from this, but a lot of work to do over the next 4 years.
We've seen some green shoots from the Wallaroos, a lot of debutantes over the last few weeks. And it's been great to see some individual performances, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. Sunny Wood, she played some really big minutes. Love to see how her game has evolved, how her kicking game has evolved. She spent a lot of time on the sideline because of injury in 24-25, and she's back at it.
All right, well, let's get some reaction here at Sunshine Coast.